D-Day for us in East Boston. This is the Stop the Pike Hike rally, and it's not just about East Boston. This is about the whole state of Massachusetts. This is the Together We Can, we are not going to take it anymore rally. It's gearing up. We have crowds showing up. We have politicians ready to rant, and we're going to rant, and then we're going to march. Why? Because every day we find some way in which the politicians have squandered our money. Our very own governor has called people who ask questions, people who are informed, cynics pretending to be smart. Well, if we're pretending to be smart, I'd rather be a cynic that's pretending to be smart than a Harvard-educated lawyer who doesn't get it. And what Deval Patrick doesn't get is that this neighborhood is a vibrant, vital neighborhood, and the problems of the Massachusetts Turnpike Authority should not be heaped onto the backs of people who live on the North Shore. They should not be heaped onto the backs of the people who use the Massachusetts Turnpike. It's unacceptable, and that's why we're here. We're ready to rally. We're ready to march. And we have to thank 96.9 WTKK listeners for showing up. Hello, fellow cynics. Who's a cynic here? Who's a cynic pretending to be smart? Now, wouldn't you rather be a cynic pretending to be smart than a Harvard-educated lawyer who doesn't get it? Yeah! That's why we're fighting here today. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. There are so many stories here. The family who took their 2 young kids out of school early from Haverhill so they could be activists. The guy from Framingham who rode his bike here. People from Sherburne. The South Shore cynics. They don't even pay a toll and they showed up. So you're going to love it here. And you know, Massachusetts is one of the only states in the entire country where we are losing residents. So do we want to flee or do we want to fight? Fight! So that's why we're going to march to the tolls. We're not going to block the tolls, but we're going to let them know we can if we need to. You just heard our representatives talk about a report. 22 reform recommendations made in this report. It's dated September 17th, 2007. Well, it's almost 2009. How many of these reforms have been enacted? None. Exactly. Reform, reform, reform. Until I stop seeing judges stay home and collect disability checks, until I see Governor Deval Patrick trade in his caddy, until I see a million different ways in which we can cut back here. We're going to pay state employees to volunteer. Where does it say paycheck under volunteer in the dictionary? It doesn't. So these are the things. Until we see reform, clear fight, folks.
We're not gonna take it. Never did and never will. We're not gonna take it. Gonna break it. Gonna shake it. Let's forget it. Better still.